Hi, Kingsley artists. Today we are going to continue using our studio habit of mind, observe, so I can learn to look more closely and see things that may not otherwise be seen. So we're going to work to notice those details. We're going to use our artist eyes and really focus on details that we see that we can add to our artworks. Now we're going to do this in a different way than last week. Last week we focused on a still life where you would draw still objects that you can set there. This week we're going to talk about a new word, which is a portrait. So a portrait for art is any time that you make a drawing, a painting, a collage, a photograph of a person. Okay? A lot of times it's their shoulders and up with their head or about like that, but it could be their whole body too. So a portrait is when you make a drawing, a painting, a photograph, a collage of a person. Now, a self-portrait is when the artist makes a drawing, a painting, a photograph, a collage of themselves. So if I draw a picture of my child Ethan, if I draw him, that's a portrait. I'm drawing somebody else. But if I draw and paint a picture of myself, that is a self-portrait because it's me. So I tried to pick some fun, different self-portrait examples for you. They could be drawings, paintings. One of these, the artist uses different materials to make his self-portrait. And then also there's a couple examples here where you see the artist right beside their self-portrait that they were painting or drawing. All right. So when we draw a portrait, there we go. When we draw a portrait, you're going to follow some basic steps to draw a person. Most people are pretty similar when you start drawing, and then you notice all those little details that make people different or unique. So first, you're going to draw the head. Your head's going to be kind of an oval. It's not quite a perfect circle. Your head is kind of an oval or like an egg shape. In step 2, you're going to draw these guides. You're going to draw a line down the middle and across the middle. Draw those pretty lightly because you'll erase those. I don't really have a line down the middle of my face. Okay? Step 3, you're going to draw the eyes and the eyebrows. So notice how the eyes go right on that middle line. Your eyes are actually in the middle of your head. If you measure your head from the top to your chin, your eyes are right in the middle. Now, eyes are kind of shaped like a football. They're not quite perfect circles like when we see a comic book. So they're kind of like a football shape. And then my other big hint for eyes, when you draw the iris, the color part of people's eyes, you don't see the whole circle unless they're going like this and holding their eyes open to be silly. You see most of the circle part, the iris of their eyes. All right, and then you're adding the eyebrows a little bit above where your eyes go. Okay, after we do the head, the eyes, next it's time for the nose. The bottom of your nose goes right along halfway between your eyes and your chin. The bottom of your nose goes right in between. Noses are a little tricky to draw, so take your time, really use your eyes and observe the different parts. My big hint for noses is you're going to mostly draw the bottom part of your nose, the round end of your nose, and then your nostrils on each side. You might draw one kind of light line for the bridge of your nose. That's this part. But you're not drawing the whole entire outline. Okay? So keep trying. You can do it. Number 5, you're going to add the lips. Your lips go right between your nose and your chin, right in the middle there. And lips, most people's bottom lip is bigger. And on your top lip, you have this little part called a Cupid's bow. And that's that little divot in your top lip where it kind of goes down like a triangle. All right, I put a question mark for the next step. Let's move this. So question mark ears. And then step 6 is hair. Your ears depend on what kind of hair the person in your portrait has. If they have long hair, you might not see it. If they have short hair, you'll see it. If their hair is back or in a ponytail, you'll see their ears. The biggest thing for ears is they go from right beside your eyes for the top of your ears, and then the bottom of your ears goes right beside your nose. So they're not this big on your head, okay? But they're not little bitty ears either. They're from your eyes to the bottom of your nose. They're just right. The last thing you're adding is hair. And use those artist eyes and notice the different details of your person's hair. Is it short hair, long hair, wild hair? Do they have bangs that go over the top of their forehead and their maybe into their eyes? So all those different little details about a person's hair. Okay. So Kingsley Artists, your basic steps first, you're going to decide whether you need to draw a portrait or a self-portrait. So are you drawing somebody from your family, or are you going to draw yourself? The second step, you're going to need to ask that person if you can draw them, or if you're drawing a self-portrait, you're going to need to find a mirror and really look and observe yourself. So the third step is observe and really notice details about that person. What's their hair look like? Do they have a mole on the side of their face? All those different parts and details you notice about a person are going to help your drawing look more like that person. So 4, you're going to start drawing in pencil, draw it lightly, keep working. You can get it just how you want it. After you're happy with it, step 5 is color, and you can use whatever materials you have at home, crayons, paint, colored pencils. Maybe you have some fun collage materials you could glue onto there as well. All right. So artists, I hope you're going to use your artist eyes and observe and be able to draw a portrait or self-portrait by really noticing those details and focusing on things that might not otherwise be seen. All right, keep creating.